going on today? So, I've been thinking about it, and I'm really thinking about starting a podcast. I don't know how I would start a podcast exactly. I'll have to look into it more. But I want to start a podcast. I'm not going to tell you guys what the name of it is, just because of, like rights and stuff. But I've been really thinking about it. I've been talking to my friends. I haven't talked to my family about it because they'll probably just be like, yeah, sure, go ahead, try it. They'll just try to, what's the word? Not really inspire, but encourage, Like, that's what family members do. They encourage you to go after your dreams, right? I talked to my friends, and they kind of made me think of the realistic side of it. Like, what is a podcast? How would I start a podcast? How do you even podcast? Like, all those different kinds of things. So I am definitely going to look into it more, because if I can just podcast, if a podcast is just a video with me in it, talking, all I need to do is attach my camera, and then we can have, podcasts live. And the podcast is going to be specifically horror. It's just going to be all things horror. Pretty much the main topic is going to be horror video games, So it'll be like me in a group playing a horror game, but at the same time, it'll be a podcast of us talking about all things horror, So, who's the newest and latest horror artist, From artist to movies to books to, everything horror, But I'm looking for people to do that, And, they're going to have nerve. If you have a weak stomach, you can't really talk about horror things because, horror usually involves blood and gore. But, see, that's another thing we're also going to talk about, too. There's also some of the things that have scared me more in my lifetime were definitely things that didn't even involve blood. It was real deep psychological. Is this even real? Is this not? What am I actually seeing right now? And those are probably the scariest things that I've ever happened. Illusions mixed with psychological effects. And then you have what it really is, Nobody knows what it really is. And so the mind will come up with all types of different things to try to, what is this? What did I see? And so you may never really know what you saw just because. This is my little elevator room. It works, but it doesn't work. It's you have to be careful. It's like you just bloop, bloop, bloop. But you gotta make sure that they're all open or all closed, because if any one of these, I put hay bales down here because I didn't want to break my legs any more than I already have. But yeah, if all of these are open, let's say this one's closed, these are all open, and that one's open, and you just fall through and land on the top hatch, you'll break your legs and get real messed up. But this is a pretty good way to fight zombies, these poles, because they're not entirely easy to jump up, you'd have to try multiple times, even for a player It took me about 3 taps to actually get up here. I don't know exactly why that happens, but yes, see, it's identical. It's 3 times. Here, I bet it... Oh, no. So if you do it backwards, it's even easier. That is so weird. But those also look like they're lower to the ground. And you cannot crouch underneath these either. It looks like, oh yeah, I can crouch underneath this because my head goes underneath it. No, you can't crouch underneath it. I'm sorry. It bonks on your forehead. But if you guys are looking for just something I need to get this would probably be something best on the harder difficulties, survivalist, or Nightmare, Insane, those kind of difficulties. So pretty much Nightmare, Insane, Survivalist. If you take these, they're just wooden poles, that's what they're called, I think. They might be wooden beams. Nope, wooden poles, that's what they're called. You can just kinda tilt them, you know, like that, and then just build yourself a square, you know. These ones I probably wouldn't say. I mean, I would stack it up like almost there. Oh, crap. Ah, damn. Yeah, there you go, like this. Because if you do this, this gives me the insinuation because you can't crouch under it, right? You can't jump over it. So I think the zombies would have to break both of them to actually get through. Yeah. Yeah, they'd have to break both of them, because, I mean, unless you crouched. If a human crouched, you could get underneath this. But here, let's try this. Let's test it out. Okay, can we go through? Oh, just barely. Just barely. You see how it, like, makes our person, like, crunch down a little bit? That means we can just barely go through that. Now, if we were crouched, yeah, we can just walk on through. Oh. Ah, damn it. So this actually seems like if you guys are wanting to set up like a narrow passageway, like you were kind of wanting to guide the zombies to a specific area, these wooden beams, as long as they're not squared in, I feel like they'd work perfectly. You know, especially if you were there with the zombies, like leading a train in a sense. You know, like a train of zombies and you have wooden beams and it leads them straight down into this little pit here. Ta-da! There is a trick that you can do this with. I forget exactly how you do it, but it's like, I think you have to leave this top one closed, right? So you have to leave the top one closed. And so what you do is it's like, okay, the top one's closed. And then you go all the way down here to the bottom. Okay. And then what you do is you close this one. You close this one. Nope, that's not how the trick works. Okay. So I can't actually remember how this works then. It's supposed to work like a little elevator, in a sense. And this works good enough, like me doing that, like opening them all, closing them all, and just lifting up from them. Like that's essentially as good as an elevator, if you ask me. And hell, most people didn't even think this game had elevators. But I'm sure there's lots of people out there on YouTube who have tried to do stuff like that and who have, like, figured out how to make a little elevator out of game mechanics or something. Alright, I guess that's good enough for now. When the zombies fall down through here into this pit, they usually break their legs. So it's kind of easy to get kills down there. And what's really nice is that when they fall, they won't actually die. They'll just break their legs. So they'll fall into this pit, and instead of dying and you not getting the XP or the kill or anything, they'll just break their legs, making it way easier for you to get the kill. And you'll still get the full amount of XP too. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Or at least you would get the full XP for killing a crawler at that point, I think. But it also seems like you breaking limbs gives you more XP, so who knows? Who knows? I've got a lot of stuff. Where's my pickaxe, bro? I swear to God I had a pickaxe with me. You cannot tell me I used that pickaxe up already. Oh my God. Did I really use all that whole pickaxe? My God, how stoned was I? I'm like, I can't really believe that I used this whole pickaxe. It was a steel forged pickaxe, and I might have used it all 100%. I mean, I get that they're only blue, but God. I got a lot of stuff on my character, man. I gotta get this bunker sorted out so I can start placing all my stuff and get more organized. Because right now it's just a bunch of weapons and armor and materials and food and medical supplies all thrown into 3 chests together. I can't, and it really, I can't have it. I gotta be organized. Oh man. Oh, and the hay bales. I used the hay bales. Alright, here we go. Okay, so first off, we're gonna need some frames. Okay. And now we're gonna need a ladder. And then 1 wooden hatch. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this kinda... So we're not gonna have it placed at the top right here, right? Like where most people have it. We're gonna place like right here, right? We're gonna have it real hidden. Okay. So we've got that all set up. Okay, perfect. What was that? Must have just been the supply drop I heard. Must have been super close, because I heard the damn parachute fling off that. What the hell? Oh, okay. It wasn't terribly close, but it sounded like it... Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, yeah. But I don't know how I could have heard the parachute strings on that thing. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. Where's our ladder? Right here. Here's our ladders. Did I place one at the very bottom? I did, so I don't even have to... What? Okay, then get rid of the one at the very bottom. Okay. 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 Now this is where it's going to get real tricky, because we're up here on top of the ladder, and we're going to have to close that. And if we open this, will we fall? Ooh! Okay, no, we attach ourselves to the ladder as soon as we fall. Hopefully. God, I frickin' hope so. I don't think I can have it like that. I'm sorry, boys. I really wish I could. Because I want it to be hidden. You know, like if somebody's in here, I don't want them to instantly see, you know, a hole with a hatch, but I don't want them to instantly see a hatch either. I want something to go over that I can just keep picking up. Oh, I guess like a hay bale would work. You know. But then these guys are going to be like, oh, there's a hay bale here? I'll just... Oh, that don't even work. So you guys can see my predicament, right? Cat! I think my cat just threw up again. Cat, I swear to God, if you're gonna puke, go outside. I hate when my cat does that shit. I think it's her collar. I really do think it's her collar. I mean, I look at her collar and I think it's too tight, but you can stick a finger through there. You can stick 2 fingers through there, so, and that's what they say isn't too tight, but I have no idea what's wrong with my cat. And we don't have enough money to take her to the vet to get her looked at. I personally think, I mean, I've always wanted a dog instead of a cat. I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted a dog instead of a cat. And the cat was actually illegally obtained in the first place. Like, the people we were living with were like, no, you can't have a cat. And then my mom was like, oh well, and then took the cat. And I was like, bro, how can you sit here and take this cat, but not let me take a dog? Like, what? I mean, my mom's not the only person who complains about it, but, I mean, there's lots of people who complain about being hypocrites and being two-faced, and it was like, that was the thing that pissed me off the most. It was like, how can you sit here and be a hypocrite? Like, how can you just straight up be a hypocrite to my face? And you know what the answer is? I'm your parent. Parents are allowed to be hypocritical toward their children because they're the parent. And I think that's total fucking bullshit. Like, I'm never going to be hypocritical with my kid. Ever. Even if it's hard as hell not to be, I'm not going to do it. Because I feel like hypocritical is just lying to yourself. And you're not only lying to yourself, but you're lying to the other person. I mean, I'm not mad that I don't have a dog. And I'm not mad about the cat. But it definitely made me realize, like, okay, well, this is how you did that. I am not gonna do it anywhere nearly exactly the same way when I have my own kid. In fact, I'll probably do it the exact opposite. And I feel like that's a thing, too. It's like, you know, parents are trying to raise their kids the opposite way of the way they were raised because it was awful as hell. And, you know, it's their first time trying to do that. And so the kids end up growing up resenting them for it. And their kids are like, well, when I have kids, I'm going to raise them the exact opposite way. I just hope that my kids don't resent me for raising them the way I'm going to raise them. Because, I mean, I'm going to be truthful with them. I'm never going to lie to them, I tell you that. Never going to lie to them. Always going to tell them the truth. But on the other hand, kids are also just way too damn spoiled and snotty nowadays. They feel like they can get whatever they want, so they fucking do whatever they want. And the parents don't discipline them. Rather it being for a legitimate excuse, or rather it be for something that is, like, ridiculous. The parents, it's all, that's what it leads to. It all leads to parents. You cannot blame a kid for the way they act or the things they do. You can't blame a kid for anything like that, because it's really just all about their parents. Until you get to people who have bad brains, like Ted Bundy. Like, Ted Bundy probably just had a really bad brain, because I actually heard that his parents were extremely good people. So, you know, it's like, it's kind of fucked up, you know? It's like, you never know when it comes down to that kind of thing. But it's like, most of the kids nowadays, like, most of the snotty teenagers that people deal with, they're not gangsters, they're not tough, they're just fucking spoiled. And assholes, too. They're assholes, man. Jesus. I thought the kids I grew up were assholes, but man, the kids nowadays, they're just worse. I don't know what it is. I mean, I kind of want to say it's the parents. Like, I want to say that the parents are worse, therefore the kids are worse, and that honestly feels like the only logical explanation to it. See, I had a pretty good childhood, though. My mom kind of let me grow up liking whatever I wanted to like. You know? My childhood was like that movie Big Daddy, essentially, right? A single dad who has no idea of how to raise a kid, so he just lets the kid do whatever he wants, essentially. And, like, yeah, sometimes that would be, like, a good thing, because I would be able to express myself freely with no judgment. But then there would also be times where it's like I'm kind of getting into trouble because I'm expressing myself, but not in a very polite way. But no, I mean, like, I got to grow up liking all the things I wanted to like. I mean, like, I wanted to watch something scary, and my mom was like, yeah, okay, but if you have nightmares, don't come running to me, and that's straight up what would happen. Like, I'd watch a scary movie, I'd have nightmares about it, and, you know, instead of just running to her, I would just, like, deal with it, because he was like, well, she told me not to go run into her, so I just gotta deal with these nightmares. Just go back to sleep. But that's not to say my mom didn't care. Like, if she knew that something was seriously wrong, she would be in my bedroom in like 2.5 seconds. But that only ever happened like once or twice in my entire childhood, where I would literally just wake up from sleep, just screaming bloody murder, dying. The only time I actually remember of is once I was living in this place called Terre Haute, Indiana. And what was really freaky about this, bro, I'm not even lying to you, is that 3 things all happened at once, right? 3 things all happened at once, and it was all at 3 a.m., right? So this was like the creepiest, scariest, most horrifying event in my entire life, right? Not just the initial event that specifically happened to me, but all the other events that I learned of that happened exactly at the time that that happened to me is what horrified the fuck out of me. But I was sleeping in my bed, and I guess it was 3 a.m. because I was asleep, right? I don't know what time it was. I was asleep, it was the middle of the night, but I was told that it was 3 a.m. when this happened to me. And then when this happened to everybody else, it all happened at 3 a.m., like on the dot. Like, everything was fine at 2:59. But as soon as it flipped to 3 o'clock, all 3 things happened at once. So I was sleeping in my bed, and I was dreaming, but then the dream just kind of ends, right? And so, like, it's weird. Like, I don't really feel awake, and I don't really feel asleep. I'm, like, in between like, and it's weird, like, all I can see is, like, I see a galaxy. Like, it's just everything around me is black, and it's got stars everywhere. Like, it literally looks like I'm out in space, right? But I'm laying in my bed. I've got my covers on my bed. I've got, like, me tucked in my covers, and I'm in the middle of my bed, just floating out in this space. And there's this black figure that's like, I mean, it's pretty big. It's about the size of an adult, right? I'm a little kid at this point, so it might have been an adult-size human. It might have been even bigger. I couldn't really tell because I was like a little kid, and like my perspective of it, it looked fucking huge. But it takes its hands and it grabs the edge of my bed, like where my feet are, on the sides. So it grabs the edges, or it grabs the sides of my mattress, and with both hands it pushes me forward a little bit, and then it literally just pulls me back and flies me out into space with one hand. And I just wake up screaming bloody murder. I just wake up screaming bloody murder, and I'm like screaming, I'm crying, and my mom runs into the room, and I'm like 11 or 12 at this point, so I'm fairly developed, and like, she's like, what the fuck is going on with you? What is wrong with you? And I'm like trying to explain what was happening to me. And she didn't know. Because she was like, it sounds like you had a nightmare. I was like, no, it was not a nightmare. This was because I was dreaming before this happened, and then the dream just stopped. It went blank, and this was not a dream, nor was it a nightmare. I can tell you that right now. Because I've never had anything like it happen to me before. Never have I ever had a dream that made me feel like that. Never have I ever had a nightmare that made me feel like that. Right? I've had the best kinds of dreams. I've had the worst kind of nightmares. That wasn't either. Right? That was fucking hell. That was like the personification of everything. That's what that felt like. It felt like the universe was literally like trying to show me something or some shit. And so, but later, the next day, we find out that our neighbor went through the same thing, right? So I was 12, and the daughter's neighbor was like 16 or 17 at the time. I think she was like 17. And she had also had a dream. She had had a dream. She said it was a nightmare, though, and she also woke up screaming and crying. And her dream was that she was out in the middle of the city, and this casket just fell right out of the sky. Right? A casket just fell right out of the sky and landed right in front of her feet. And so, like, scared as hell, she reluctantly opens the coffin, and it's her grandmother inside. And the next day after that, her grandmother dies. I think. Or something like that. No, her grandmother died the same night. Yeah, that's what was really freaky. So, like, I woke up from my dream, she woke up from her dream, and her grandmother had actually passed away in her sleep. Okay? So it was like, I woke up from whatever I experienced, she woke up from her nightmare, and then we found out that all three things had happened at 3 o'clock. Right? Because when they found her grandma's body in her house, they pronounced her time of death at 3 a.m. the day before, which is the day that we had the nightmares and shit. Or whatever. I mean, she had a nightmare, but I don't think it was a nightmare for me. It was... The most I can say is, like, it felt like it was something spiritual. And that's what her parents believed, like the daughter's parents. They believed it was something spiritual. They believed that Nikki being connected to her grandmother, and then me being connected to Nikki, somehow, like, resulted in her grandmother connecting to me spiritually after death. And I mean, like, that's probably what I thought was the scariest, because, like, I've never seen a ghost. I've never really had anything supernatural happen to me. And so, like, that was really the only supernatural occurrence I've ever had in my entire life. But the house we were living in was haunted as well. I mean, not at the time of that occurrence, but once we moved out, we moved into a house. And this was really fucking freaky, too. This was another really fucking freaky thing. And this was raw and authentic. Nothing about it had been edited. But what had happened is, before we moved in, back in like the 1900s, like 1990, 1980, somewhere around there. I can't remember if it was the 80s or the 90s, but there was a little boy sitting on the porch, and he was like, I think he was drawing or he was playing with something, and the babysitter was inside of the house supposedly watching the boy. Well, what happens is this boy starts playing with like a pen, and he starts choking on the pen cap, and he dies right there. He chokes to death on that pen cap right there on the front porch. And my aunt and my uncle, they heard about this, and they were really like wanting to find out like what. I mean, they're not really my aunt and my uncle. I don't even really claim them as my aunt and my uncle anymore, because they're kind of, they were really rude and really mean people, but that's what they told me to call them. So no, but anyway, so those two, they ended up leaving their laptop recording overnight. So they were recording with their laptop, and it was set up in the living room. So there was like a few attachments. So there was like the front door, which led to the living room, and then that led to the dining room, and there was a hallway that led to the kitchen. So it was like one long rectangle, right? And then attached to this rectangle, you had 2 bedrooms, an upstairs bedroom, and a basement, and a study with another bathroom. So with all that, they had their camera set up on the living room coffee table, facing toward the hallway of the study. And it was like dead of night. I think the whole video went from like, they went to bed at like 10, 11. And I can't remember when the recording stopped. I think it went all the way until they woke up. But the main activity started from like midnight to 3 o'clock. And it was coming from the study. And we had a piano in the study. And all you heard on this laptop recording was ding, ding, ding. Just the same note over and over and over and over. And then it switched it up. It was like ding, 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 ding. And like, so I mean like, and eventually somebody had gotten woken up by it, and it was actually the son of the two, and he got woken up by it, and then what he did is he went out into the living room to steal one of his mom's cigarettes. So his mom catches him stealing a cigarette out of her purse, and it stops. Like he's just sitting here ruffling through his mom's purse, looking through a cigarette, and everything is dead silent. And he doesn't even notice it, right? And he's just ruffling through her purse. He gets a cigarette and he leaves. And he goes out the back door to smoke. And you can just straight up hear it start going again. Just ding, ding. I lost my shit. I'm not going to lie. I lost my shit. I was like, man, from this to be from a laptop, like non-edited, like pure and raw and authentic, it was pretty scary. You know, like those TV shows you see nowadays, like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Haunted Nation or Ghost Nation or whatever. It's like all of those are edited to some point. Like all of those films, all of those TV shows are edited to some point. And personally, I don't really like that, to be honest with you. I don't really like how it's edited. Holy God. Holy God. Oh my God. Oh. See, the best way to get them down into the pit is to go down into the pit yourself. Or just kind of keep circling them up like this. I really gotta fix up this edge right here though, because yeah, now look, that dude's stuck and he's gonna whack at my box. Did y'all get out of here? You're whacking up my box. I'm probably gonna die. I can feel it now. Death is approaching! Death is approaching! Well, I knew it. I mean, I said I was gonna die, but oh my God, those zombies died too when I died. Okay. That's natural. That's a natural occurring thing that can happen. Okay. Let's try to do this again without, getting... Oh my God. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my God. I think I literally shit my pants there. Oh my God. Whoo. God damn. He came out of nowhere. I think I might have scared some people in my house with that one too, because I screamed pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie. He scared the hell out of me though, it's not my fault. Is he still down here? He is! Wait, did he die? He died! What? How did I... That is so... Keep it inside! Oh God, where's my goddamn backpack? Get away from me. Why can't you just leave me alone? You damn zombies. Why can't you just leave me alone? What'd I ever do to you? See, now would be a perfect time to have those wooden beams. I swear, I swear. Or maybe I should have just made a bridge. You know? I should have just made like a bridge that I can jump over and then they fall through. I'm gonna come over here and beat the hell out of this guy. Because I feel like I have to. Okay. He's down there now. Oh my God. God damn. I can't get my shit. I can't get my backpack with all these zombies around. It's like, oh man, how am I supposed to get my bag if I can't get my bag? These damn... Come here, you damn zombie. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you with my bare fist. Come here. Eat it. Eat it. You want hungry flesh? Come here. Eat my fist. Yeah, you hungry for a knuckle sandwich? Yeah. Oh. Damn, I actually killed him. Damn, I've hardly ever seen that shit. When have you ever seen somebody beat zombies to death with their bare fist? Beating a zombie to death with your bare fist is essentially like beating a human to death with your bare fist. And you're all focused on their face, like you're just beating their face in with your bare fist. That would take a while. And it'd be really violent. You'd probably even get your weapons registered as deadly weapons at that point. And I've known people who have. I used to have this one friend in Hope. His fists were registered by the police department as deadly weapons. Because he got, what did he get? Oh, well, actually, yeah, he got assault with a deadly weapon. That's what they labeled it as. Like, that's what they labeled his charge as, was assault with a deadly weapon, because he literally beat the shit out of this guy. He just started wailing on this dude's face and, like, literally broke his face. And so the cops labeled his fucking hands as fucking deadly weapons. It's a thing that can happen, too. Like, I mean, but it's like, it's not something that everybody, like, you know, some CEO who's working at some company, his fists aren't going to be labeled as like, deadly weapons, because, like, he never got assault with a deadly weapon charge with his bare fist. So, I mean, yeah, some people might be like, hell yeah, I'm proud of that. Some people might be like, yeah, I can see that fists are deadly weapons, but, I mean, I'm not going to use them as deadly weapons. I'm going to use them for what God intended me to do and jerk off with them. Or play games that are too goddamn hard. Jesus. Okay, well, I let all the zombies over there. Now I can run back over here and pick up my ship, hopefully. That's a big, 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 fat fucking hopefully, too, by the way. Okay, backpack, where are you? You're saying you somewhere. I don't see your backpack. Oh god. Oh no, where the hell? Oh god. Okay, it was right here the whole time. Oh, don't attack me, don't attack me. Okay. Yep, he's coming around. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. Nope. Gonna aim for those legs. Get away from me. This zombie, he's, I don't even think he notices me behind him. He does now, though. You gotta be careful with that shit because the zombies can hit you through that, too. That's why you see me backing up. Look at that. Look how easy I killed that guy. One of the hardest zombies in the whole world to kill, and I just messed him up. Okay, but on another note, we're gonna have to put this armor on so we can take all our stuff. What was that? I seriously do not hope that was a feral. This is day 50. I don't need to be getting no feral up in here. I'm gonna come over here behind my little safety spot. Oh my god, 600 overalls? That's stupid, bro. Oh my god. That is so stupid. Oh my god. I'm just gonna scrap. Oh my god, in a 600 t-shirt? You've gotta be killing me right here, boys. You've got to be killing me. Oh, get back. Get back. Man, I am on a roll with this damn bone shiv, bro, but I'm telling you what, these zombies are coming for me down here. This little pit. It really works, though, because it breaks their legs. And I like breaking legs. Makes them much easier to kill, and I already leveled up. I got 15 skill points just from sitting here in this little tube. Oh, damn. Damn, damn, damn all. Damn it to hell. Okay, I'm inside. I'm in my safety zone. I am good. Oh my god, yes, accept it, now run. Oh, I died anyway. I thought he was still behind the barrier. Man, I'm gonna have to make this, because the walls are sloped. You know, they're not up, the ground is sloped. It's not straight up and down. I gotta fix that shit. Because they can walk up and all over that slope. We only got 3 more hours of this bullshit, though, so. And here I am again, having to... Yeah, get your face beat in, you damn Doberman pincher! I hate those zombie Dobermans. Zombie Dobermans are like the worst possible thing that could have ever been invented in all of American history. And you know, that is such a specific thing, too. Whenever you see a zombie dog, it's always a Doberman pinscher. It's like, oh no, we can't have a cute, cuddly dog like a fucking Boston Terrier or one of those sheep dogs. No, it's always a Doberman pinscher. Probably because those dogs are like one of the most vicious dogs alive. I mean, they weren't necessarily bred for one specific role, nor were they bred by any one dog. The Doberman Pinscher has a shit ton of breed of dogs inside of it. A bunch of different dogs. But it was named after the dude who invented the dog. I know his last name was Pinscherman. I really don't want to have to punch your tit, but I'm gonna have to. Damn, I cannot believe I killed that lady by punching her tit. Jesus. We got 3 nurse zombies here. Oh, I think I might be able to get a little skill thing going on here. I think I have a quest for killing nurses. Where's my shiv? Where's my shiv? Where's my shiv? I don't have a shiv. Damn it, son. Oh, God. Man, it's one thing to have zombies in a pit. It's another thing to be stuck in zombies in a pit. Oh, God damn. My God, there's just so many zombies, and they're all just falling into the pit. Why I ever thought this was a great idea, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Ah, damn zombies. You're too stupid to get up here, except for maybe this guy. I don't like the way this guy's looking. Dude, look at these zombies. They're just spinning in circles right now. What? Oh, you scared me, Mr. Zombie, you did. I'm up here where you can't get me. Okay. Only a few more minutes and then they won't spawn as much. I mean, they'll still spawn in because I've got a sod hut greenhouse and that... Oh my god. If you guys haven't seen that video that I first made of it, god damn it. It was definitely something else. There were literally zombies just hounding the greenhouse. Like, they were literally just trying to destroy the sod hut because it was just causing so much heat. That's all they wanted was that green thing in the greenhouse. There's just way too many fucking zombies down here, man. Just way too many zombies, that's just it. I'm gonna have to definitely like, oh, here, okay. Oh, here we go. Now that I've got my bone shiv, I should be a-okay. At least better than I have been. Oh, what are you doing? Get out of the loot node. even tell me I'm hunted still. Okay, I was about to say, Jesus. Okay. Well, they just wanted to keep spawning even after Horde Day. Horde Night ended 2 hours ago, and they were still just wanting to come after us. Oh, hey, can I hit your pen? Okay. They're off. I can hear. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright. Man, I'm gonna have to fix this shit up. I've got still a little bit of time. I don't have to leave for work until 3:30, so I've got a little while. Where is my axe? Oh, it's right here. Well, no, where's my hammer? God. Okay. What? Jesus. My lord. We have so much stuff on us. Why can't I... this damn door. Oh, God. Jesus. Shit. I didn't really want to upgrade that. Okay. 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 So it looks like there's actually somebody playing the game right now, streaming too. The name is Cajun Sam Gaming. Cajun Sam. Looks like he's got some pretty good stuff on him. But he might be playing on PC is what it looks like. Alright. Hello. I believe somebody's watching. It says somebody's watching. I know I'm watching, so I don't know. Because there's always going to be one person watching, because it's going to be me, so... Ah, yes, perfect. I'm almost done with this first base. Pretty excited, pretty excited. Ah, yes, here's my workbench. Alright, and that... Oh, okay, so yes, it is 20. 20, 20, 20. Okay, so those those extra 5. I'll just leave them in the forge for now. Piece of wood. Okay. Let's see here. Well, right now I guess I just have to wait for my pickaxe. Well, there's a few things I can do while I wait for my pickaxe. Go up, go down, go up, go down. Ah, here it is. I was like, Jesus, I couldn't have not used all that sod. So we need sod, and we're going to need a little bit of wood frames. I feel like it's in here. Yeah, right there. I'll take some of this wood. Okay. Okay. So what I have to do here is I have to fix up this sod. Because like I said, man, these zombies have been after it, man. I don't know what is up with them. And I don't even have any plants growing in there right now either. That's the thing. Like, I don't have any plants growing in here right now. Oh, I have one piece of corn. I have one piece of corn. But no, man, I really think this sod hut is good for heat. Because as soon as I finished it, as soon as I got all these wood boards in place, man, there were a bunch of zombies that literally just head straight for it. They just headed straight for it. They started just destroying it. Okay. Okay. Reason why I'm filling all these holes I made in is because I didn't do it from up here. I did it from down there in the last stream, and it just feels kind of problematic. Like, I thought about it. I was like, what would be the best build? Like, what would let the light in but keep the wind out, right? So you really want it to be like very, very wind resistant, essentially, because you don't want that cold wind coming in. You don't want the cold air coming in. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yep, I'll do it right now.
Emanuelvla.
Emanuelova. Is that like your PSN?
For ad.
For ad. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Well, thank you, friend. I will definitely add you. I have to go to work here soon in about 15 minutes, but I will definitely add you when I get back.